Oval. Thought I'd take a couple of moments to share with you Earl's new hot water pressure washer from their compact line of hot water pressure washers. This is the new Earl HD 523. Okay, so the Earl HD 523 comes as standard with a nice swiveling 900mm long stainless steel lance. It's got a 25-degree nozzle in the end, which makes rinsing off your vehicles nice and easy. It's on a quick release system, so that you can attach other accessories such as snow foam lances, drain cleaners, etc. Simply pull back on the slot there, that slots in, let go, and then away you go. The inlet of the trigger is stainless steel and it also swivels, so nice and heavy duty. The reason that it swivels is so that the hose doesn't get tangled up for you as it's in use. So the machine comes as standard with a nice long 15-meter high pressure hose. It's red, non-marking, stowed away on this quite nicely designed hose tidy. It comes with a 7.5-meter mains cable with a 13-amp plug on it. So there's plenty of cable, plenty of hose to be able to set the machine up, and you'll get right the way around a vehicle with 15 meters of hose, no problem at all. So you're not sort of swapping vehicles around as you're trying to clean. So the 523 comes with a 22-litre fuel tank. This is the fuel tank here, fitted to the back of the machine. It's got a nice wide opening on it, so you can fill up from a jerry can or a 25-litre drum as some customers use. You're not going to be spilling it everywhere because it's got a nice wide hole in there. Cap goes on securely to stop from any drips, etc. Coming round to the controls on the machine itself. So once you've plugged the machine in and you've got some water on there, you're basically ready to go. So on the machine here, you've got a nice heavy-duty sturdy on-off switch that does two controls. It will turn the machine on to cold water only, and once you're up and running on cold water, if you need hot water, it's simply select hot water there, and then you're on the thermostat. So then you can set the thermostat to whatever temperature is suitable for your cleaning task. What we find is that most cleaning tasks, general cleaning tasks, around about 60 or 70 degrees will do absolutely fine, and that'll use the minimum amount of fuel and make sure that you get a good standard of clean. Okay, so the machine itself is constructed in a nice bright red. It's got an impact resistant cover. It really is a good strong cover. The chassis itself is constructed out of mild steel. It's then powder coated, and they really do give superior corrosion resistance. Obviously these machines are used in really wet environments all of their life, so no issues there. To lift the cover up, you simply pull back. It's on a lanyard here to stop the cover hitting the floor, so it's going to protect it for you. So looking inside the machine here, we've got the main boiler unit here. We've got some safety devices here. This is the flow switch that's going to protect you from low water flow. So if you should happen to have a spike in your water supply going into the machine, it will safely turn the burner off. Inside here, we've got a fuel pressure gauge, which is more for use for the service engineers when they come out and service your machine for you, so we can make sure that we get things spot on. And it also saves us a little bit of time. Normally we have to fasten an external pressure gauge onto the fuel pump, but with these we don't, so that saves a little bit of time. There's a nice, I don't know if you can get in there, Joe, in here there's a nice standard fuel filter bowl, and that also acts as a water trap, so you can also see if there's any water in your fuel. Obviously water in fuel and pressure washers is really bad, but unfortunately it's also really common. So Earl have already thought about this. They fitted a water trap here to stop any water from going through. Okay, so the pump itself is a Triplex pump. It's a nice heavy duty A&R pump. A couple of safety devices on there. There's a pressure switch that controls the shutdown of the machine. So when you let the trigger go on the machine itself, the machine will then time out. And that's to prevent it from running on, you know, while you're changing a vehicle or whatever you're doing, and it stops damage from the pump. It basically protects the pump seals and valves inside the pump there from overheating. If the machine is left switched off, i.e. so the phone goes, you know what people are like, they'll put the lamps down and then they'll walk off. The machine will actually turn itself off into a no volt state after 20 minutes, so it's a really good feature. So should you then forget to turn the machine off, and we've had this in the past where customers have gone home, you know, 5 o'clock in a rush, they've thrown the machine back into the workshop, and they've shut the shutters and they've gone home. We've had a couple of machines from other manufacturers that haven't had this feature, where the machine has actually started itself up in the middle of the night. So this is a really good feature where the machine will go into a no volt state, and to get it to reset it, you basically turn the machine off and then back on again. So that takes care of that. So the LHD 523 runs at 120 bar output pressure at 10 litres a minute, and that means you've got lots of pressure there, 120 bar, plenty of water coming out at the end of the nozzle, which is the bit that actually does the cleaning, because the 10 litres a minute is the bit that actually flushes all the dirt and grime away. Some machines run at 100 bar, for example, but will only run at sort of 6 or 7 litres a minute, which is it's going to take you a lot longer to clean. So what we've got here, we've got good old Ultrafleet inside the snow foam bottle. We're going to get a bit of detergent on our dirty service vehicle. We'll leave it to dwell on there for a few moments, and then we'll get it rinsed off. So that was a brief overview of the L523. If you'd like to see the machine, if you'd like more information on it, just drop us an email, drop us a comment, and we'll get some information across to you. If you're local in Somerset, we're based in Yeovil in Somerset. We cover the Somerset, Dorset and Wiltshire service area generally. If you'd like to see one on a demo, then perhaps just get in touch, give us a shout, and we'll organise a demonstration on your site, cleaning your equipment, so you can see how well this machine performs. So this has been Lee from West Country Cleaning Equipment of Yeovil, and I hope to speak to you again soon.